Good afternoon, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. I'm Priscilla, and this is my friend Heather, and we're the Crones, and we are welcoming today another Crone that we adore, the Miss Aley Martin of Heart and Soul Connected. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. I'm pleased to be here. I love working with you. Thank you.
We love working with you, too. It's always a pleasure. Hi, chat room. Hi, Lisa Rhodes. How are you doing today? So we're actually going to do a little talking about Halloween, do some card readings, and whatever else pops up. So,
all right.
Who knows?
You never know with the three of us get together, you know.
That's exactly right. You had a great show earlier with Jean, didn't you?
I just love her, and her energy is so beautiful, and she adores you ladies as well. She says many times, she says, I love getting the Crone wisdom and hearing the stories and learning from you guys. And we learn from her too.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. I've learned a lot from Jean, spiritually as well as electronically.
Yes. Oh, there you go. She's got the connection then. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We adore her. We connect really easily. But she said she got her start really with you. You introduced her to the world, and she just loves working with you as well.
She's wonderful, and I'm always really proud of what she does. And when I first brought her on, she was a little reticent, and I said, just do it. We'll just tell people that, you're working on this. And she was shocked that I would allow that to happen. I said, no, it's fine. Everybody's gonna practice. And if you don't have the time or place to do it, how are you going to get better?
Yeah. And you just watching her over the last few months, I guess probably a year now since she first started.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's grown so much. And all those ladies that took that class.
Terry and Joan.
Terry and Joan. Yeah. Oh my God. They're incredibly amazing.
They are incredible. Out of that class, so many
collaboration.
Yeah.
We're going to do a collaboration on Crone wisdom with those ladies. And we're looking next year. It's going to be a monthly feature. You're just finding out here.
Okay.
That's
going to be wonderful. I love that. Oh,
yeah. I'm sure you'll have to join us on occasion too.
On occasion, I would love to.
Sounds like something you would really like to do. So we'll see.
Yes, absolutely.
And Lorraine said that she's new to the channel. So welcome.
Welcome, Lorraine.
We're so glad to have you here. And Jan's Free's here. And Valerie B, welcome. And Janita Easter. And Lisa, she's here. Wonderful to see you guys.
Yeah, it is.
I was just laughing with Aley about Samhain. How do you get Samhain out of Samhain?
Yep.
But that's the way the English and Irish are.
They do. You know what really, why it doesn't surprise me is because I read all the Outlander books. And there's a woman in there that is not well liked. And it looks like her name is Leghair. It's Legohare. And I'm like, everybody called her Leghair. They hated her anyway, but it was Leary. That's how you say it. Leary.
Yeah, I would have said Loire. It's so bizarre.
I know.
When I first moved over there, I lived there from 95 to 2003. It's where I met my husband.
Oh, cool.
And I went to a horse show and they said, it's at Cholmondeley Castle and just follow this road, blah, 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 and you'll find Cholmondeley Castle. And I did eventually because I stopped and they told me Cholmondeley Castle. Cholmondeley was spelled Chomundley. Cholmondeley.
Cholmondeley. Yeah.
And that was Cholmondeley.
Yep. Well, we have the same thing here in this country, but people don't realize it. Like I lived in Nevada, not Nevada. It's pronounced Nevada by the Nevada people. And in good old Kentucky, they have a town called Versailles, and that's spelled like Versailles.
Well, it's like if you are in Kansas, it's the Arkansas River. But if you're in Arkansas, it's Arkansas River.
Right.
Kansas River. I never heard that one.
No, I haven't either.
Arkansas once when I was living in Kansas, I was corrected immediately.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Funny. I had no idea about that one. I know about a lot of other ones. There's one in Massachusetts as well, and it looks like Peabody because but they pronounce it Peabody. Peabody. I live in Peabody. Yeah.
Peabody.
I know.
Yeah,
It's funny.
Local language, local sounds are totally
Yeah.
different.
And you know who isn't a local when you hear it in another,
absolutely.
they say it differently. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good. That's funny.
Yep.
So you guys want to hear a little bit about Halloween? Because we actually looked up a little bit about how Samhain got started. And it was one of the most important, the 4 or 5 fire festivals in Ireland. It actually started in Ireland. I thought it was maybe Scotland or England, but it was Ireland.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
So for one night, the souls of the dead spirits and fairy folk could easily cross into the spirit world because the veil was so thin. And the costumes came from people trying to avoid the fairies kidnapping them, and they would dress up. And so the fairies wouldn't think they were human.
Recognize them. Yeah.
I found it amazing that everybody put their fires out, and they had to have some of the big bonfire to take back to their home to start them up again.
Yes.
Right.
Because it was harvest time and they were collecting all the harvests. But they would put their fires out and then bring home a crock of fire. Isn't that wild?
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. Wow.
Yeah. And another thing that was kind of cool was the Druid priests lit the community fire using a wheel that would cause friction and spark flames as a representation of the sun. Isn't that interesting?
It is, yeah. That fire energy, though.
Yeah, the fire energy.
Yeah, yep. Wow.
And that's where the puka came from. Specific monsters from mythology included a shape-shifting creature called the puka. I just thought that was the rabbit in the movie.
It is. Yeah, it is. Wow.
And he receives harvest offerings from the land. And then Lady Gwen was a headless woman in white who chases wanderers and was accompanied by a black pig. That's a new one on me.
Yeah, can't make it up.
And the villain were impish creatures, sometimes headless men on horses who carried their heads. Riding flame-eyed horses, their appearance was a death omen. Now, that sounds familiar, the headless horseman.
Yeah, there's the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if that's where it came from. It
did probably.
Irish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And jack-o'-lanterns were originally carved turnips.
I know. I've heard that yesterday from Diana Bowles. I had no idea. Right? Yeah, they didn't have pumpkins. Yeah. Wow.
It later became pumpkins, but you actually put coal in them and they were hung from sticks like a light.
Okay.
Makes sense.
But almost like how they impaled the heads of people that were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, that's kind of creepy.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
So what do you have on it? What do you have on Halloween?
Oh, well, they were talking about how, in the United States anyway, I could remember they had Halloween and we could go out and they said, well, the people would ask for money or candy. And I remember going out for UNICEF because we lived in the upper north, and there was, of course, the United Nations, and they were always putting out, take the carton along with you, get your couple pennies, get your candy, get your couple pennies.
And you took it out at Halloween.
We took it out to get the money.
That's a great time to do it, Heather.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would come to the schools, and the schools would put the boxes together and send everybody home with the boxes.
I remember UNICEF boxes.
Yeah.
I don't remember them at Halloween, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, we always did it at Halloween, and I remember the Danny Kaye movies that they always did on UNICEF. Children that got it.
I remember that.
I also remember not being allowed out the night before because that was called Mischief Night. Everybody TP'd the trees and things like that.
We did that on Halloween. TP and toilet paper and water balloons.
Right.
Just don't get
balloons.
Cops.
I know. Gosh.
That was fun when you could go out and trick or treat in your neighborhood with all your girlfriends.
There wasn't a problem then. Yeah.
It was never scary. It was always just fun. And we wandered for a good 2 miles in and out of the neighborhoods, you know?
And we
just went with the group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always.
Yeah. And we always let the little kids go first, and then later on the older kids would go out.
Right.
But they always made sure the little kids got there first.
Yep.
And then I noticed that as time went on, you couldn't just go to any old particular blocks in the city.
Right.
You had to go to where you knew the people.
Yes, just for safety reasons.
Right, for safety reasons.
We don't even have trick-or-treaters at our house. I can't believe it.
I don't either, but I live pretty far down the road, so
we really don't. We live in the middle of town,
and you can't make treats. There used to be people who would make popcorn balls and things like that.
Yeah,
you can't,
or Rice Krispie bars. Yeah.
We had a lady in our neighborhood that was a school librarian, and in her den, she had a whole thing dunking for apples. She would read your tea leaves.
Oh, that's cute.
Have the apples, the candy coated apple, you name it, she had it.
Yep.
Nobody could do that again.
No, I remember stopping at one of the houses. The guy, it was a married couple, and they always had it all spooked up. And you could go in and dunk for apples, and she would be back there stirring the cauldron, going through her eyes, and he would be like Frankenstein opening the door. You were scared to death of them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. It's a real life lurch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we would get a tape for Halloween tape, and they'd ring the doorbell and it would play spooky stuff. And we tried not to put that on until later with the big kids, because it would scare the heck out of the little kids.
Oh, yeah, it would. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of I was working in the lab late one night. Remember that song, The Monster Mash? Yeah.
In fact, we have a Halloween trolley that comes through Halloween week, and they take the visitors by all the houses that are decorated. Well, we didn't get to decorate this year, which is our first year.
See, I wonder why, with all that hurricane.
Yeah, we've had guests and Heather's illness and stuff, so we just didn't bother with it this year. But we always have scary music and really strange things out there.
I mean, I usually doll up Toodles. That's our golf cart, and I have a mermaid skeleton. Yeah, a mermaid skeleton that rides on the back with us.
She's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What was your most fun costume that you ever wore? Do you remember? Or it could be as an adult. It doesn't matter.
I went as a bag lady one time.
You were a bag lady.
I was a bag lady. I put rolled up stockings and hiking boots.
Yeah.
And a dress I got at Goodwill. In fact, I wore two dresses. I put one on top of the other. And I got, I can't remember what, the Mexican breads. They had day-old breads, and I stuck them in a clear shopping bag.
Okay.
And went as a bag lady.
I love it.
Pee Wee Herman was another one. I dyed my hair.
Oh, really?
Black.
You were Pee Wee Herman? Oh, my God.
I dyed my hair black, and it was permanent because I couldn't find any temporary black.
Yeah. It's like shoe polish.
It grew out, and I was half gray and half black. It was really cool looking because I had black tips when I cut it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That was a fun one. What about you? What was your best costume?
We actually quit doing costumes when we get to junior high.
Is that right?
Never been to a costume party or anything, Heather?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, girlfriend, it's time.
It is. You've got to have one at least next year. Yeah.
We're going to have a Halloween party.
Okay. We went one time to one in Kansas, another farm. But even Alan, that was my first husband, didn't even know who I was.
Oh, my goodness.
What were you?
I was just a ghost, but he didn't know it.
Oh, okay.
I had hidden my costume, and I changed when I got there. But he had no idea what I was.
You should have hit on him and see what he did. You know, you could change your voice, Heather, and say, "Wow, want to meet me tomorrow night?" You know. That would be fun. Yes. So I was a mortgage loan officer back in the 80s, and there was a contest in my office, and whoever won the contest would get a bottle of, what's that real expensive champagne? I can't think of it. It's like $100 a bottle. Yeah. Anyway,
I know
that's
she's
what you
talking
get.
about.
Yeah, that's what you get. So I don't know if you're familiar with the words for different loans, but they have Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, Ginnie Mae. They call them that. So I decided to be Fannie Mae, and I stuffed my butt with a big pillow, and I had on, this real fancy thing, and everybody was like, and I had a hat on that said, "I'll do anything for a deal," meaning I because you have to promote yourself out there.
Mhm.
And I went into all the realtor offices, and no one forgot me. No one forgot
bet
me.
not.
Everybody remembered, and I won the contest.
Yippee! Dom Perignon. Was it Dom
Dom
Perignon?
Perignon. It was a bottle of Dom Perignon. Yes.
I was really fortunate. I had several companies that I worked for that promoted people dressing up.
Yeah.
And it was great.
It's fun. It is fun.
I
As long as you're careful. Now everything is politically correct, But my friend Eddie, he wore a cloud like this, and he carried a spray bottle, and he was cloudy with a chance of rain. So you can do stuff like that. Yeah, you can do stuff like that. That's not gonna upset people.
One of my favorites was a neighbor. I hope this is acceptable by all the Crones. She put a lamp in a nightstand. It was like a lamp in a nightstand around her hips. And she was a one-night stand.
Well, I did that in college with my name was, my maiden name was Crooker. And so I was Aley Hooker, and I went as a hooker, and I carried around a cucumber. So it's okay.
Hey, chat room, what are some of your favorite outfits for Halloween? Let us know. We want to hear what you all are doing too out there.
Oh, throwing eggs. That's interesting.
Yes, throwing eggs was big back when I was a kid too.
Yeah.
The boys did that. And it was messy, and it would eat the paint off your car.
Yeah, so they pretty much had to stop.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I remember people complaining about that when I was a kid.
Sure.
It would eat the paint off. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And you're right. Jennifer was saying they have fun family fairs, and they do, where you take your kids and certain groups go together.
This one? Yes.
Yeah. And they would just have a party at one area, and everybody could pick up.
That's what they do now.
Yeah.
When I lived in Texas, my little sister started one called the Spooktacular that we would have at City Hall, and in the little town we lived in. And that went on for years. And then the Christian right decided it had to be a fall festival, that Halloween was no longer acceptable.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I know.
To say the least.
I'm glad we grew up when we did. Yeah.
She used to have a yoga class in her wellness center, and it got known for not being a Christian wellness class. Yoga.
That's true. It was pagan yoga. Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
I remember this one.
Yeah.
Adam's Family with the mini horses cousin.
Oh, that's great, Janita.
I wish you could post that picture. I remember that.
I know.
It was a horse show costume class.
And
it was a group of them that did it. It was hilarious.
Wow. That's awesome. And Wiki went in Scrubs. She went as a cowgirl, and she also went as Death. So that must mean she had the sickle, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes, comfort is super important. Yeah. I'm with you, Wiki. I like comfort.
When we didn't have a costume, we wore our father's shirt. We carried a pillowcase, and we put like dirt from the fireplace on our coal on our face, and we went as a bum. But now that would be a homeless person, and I don't think
that
would
be politically incorrect. That's true.
It's right.
Yes, it would be
true. So many things are politically incorrect. Okay, let's see what Lisa Rhodes says about.
Cool.
We had a couple of Beetlejuices today, or this week during Fantasy Fest. In fact, one of the at the headdress ball, one of the people had that the
Beetlejuice round circle hat with he was
Yep.
It
wearing the
looked like
stripes.
a merry-go-round, and he was
Yep.
spinning it.
I think
It
he
was
was
really
third place or
brilliant.
something like. No, he was a runner up. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but
That's cool.
yeah, and we saw you see lots of costumes during Fantasy Fest, and they're always extremely interesting.
You're talking about
Yeah.
the spray paint.
Well, no, even the costumes are
Yeah, there are.
interesting.
Yeah. There was a group of people from Clockwork Orange dressed like the guys in Clockwork Orange.
Oh my God, really?
Creeped me
Oh,
out. That movie
oh,
creeped
with
me
the
out.
star? Wasn't it a star on his eye or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
G. Covington, I think you should go for it. I think
You
should
could go in
Down
and say,
here,
"Boys
they
and
would
Congress,
welcome you with open arms.
Yeah, here you could get away with
I'll
it.
have a little
if you
drink."
want. Oops, sorry. You got another one?
Oh, Witch and
Oh.
Crone.
Yeah,
You would
I
look
like
cute
being
as
with
Minnie
you.
Mouse, Janet. You'd be
I
cute.
think she
Yeah.
would too. That's cute.
Wow. Very
You
cool.
guys want to read some cards?
Sure.
Who would like
So
a card from everybody? We'll each pull a card for you if you all would like a card.
Did
Yep.
you? And there was some other things that we did.
What's that?
They said that 1/4 of the candy that's bought in a year is for Halloween.
In the United States,
In the United
Is that
States.
1/4
right?
of all candy
And
sales.
it's so expensive.
Halloween.
Yeah.
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 Isn't that
And,
crazy?
and they keep getting smaller and smaller. I
And
remember
smaller
when you got
pieces. Yeah.
regular candy bars. Now you get minis.
Yep. Minis.
Yes, White Dragon, we sure do.
What's
His
that?
name is Max.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
He was
That's cute.
a bustier.
Oh yes,
A
yes.
bustier, I don't know what you call it for men, but like the underwear that goes up your butt.
Yeah, crack kind. I
A
call them.
thong. Yeah. He wears a thong, a bustier, and fairy wings, and rides a bicycle around town.
And he has
Net stockings.
net stockings with garters holding up.
Yes, yes. Ooh.
I hope does he look at least like reasonably well? You know what I'm trying to say. He isn't like
He's an
overweight
old man.
He's a
an old man.
Skinny.
skinny old man.
Wow. Good for
He's
him.
adorable. He's
And
adorable.
he's like a fixture.
He is
Sure.
definitely a fixture here.
Sure, of course.
It's
Yeah.
ready to go.
Awesome. So you do have 5 or 6 people here. I have a couple of cards. I have Halloween Oracle cards that I can pull, or I can pull one called Unsent Messages from the Universe to You, if you
Okay, let's
want
see.
that done.
Thank
Whichever
you,
one.
Lisa Rhodes at Thong. You're right. I'm trying to pick up these. Okay.
I hate it when I lose a word. I understand.
I know you can't think of what you're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just picked up one that just had a single word on it,
Uh-huh.
and supposedly they're tarot, but I would never learn them as tarot. To me,
Okay.
they're oracle cards.
Sure.
But and it's called the Vision of Life Tarot, and they're very cartoonish. So I thought that'd be good.
That
Something
is.
I
It's
hadn't
fun.
tried before.
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay.
So be very happy to pull one of them.
Okay.
When I was in college, I studied all about Druidism.
Oh, interesting.
Did
And
you?
they used to put people in wicker cages if they weren't.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Did they
yeah,
like
it
it?
was very fascinating it was a while ago. I can't remember everything, but I remember that. I did a paper on it and I thought, wow, because I think there's a lot of people that fear the Druids, that they were all nasty people, but I think they had just had their own way.
Either.
Yeah. It's true.
Okay. Fine. I got some stars. So I got G. Covington first.
Okay.
Go ahead and put her.
Oh, sorry.
Wiki's got one up above G. Covington, just so you know.
I got her next. I got
Okay,
her next.
that's fine.
I got
Sure.
it below.
Sometimes I miss people, so.
Yeah, I do. If I miss you, let me know. I got
Yeah.
Wiki, Lisa, Lorraine, Jan's Free, and Warrior Girl. Even
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
G. Covington.
I think you should dress up like a nun and go to a bar. I'm hearing.
Yeah, come on down. We'll put you out on Duval Street, southern end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or northern end, wherever it is that they all.
Uh-huh.
I have to put this up. This is kind of interesting.
Well, I got mine if you want me to go. I got
You go,
Night
please.
Song,
Yeah, you go ahead.
which means hidden talent. You got some hidden talents, G. Covington, that you're either not using or they're there embedded. But the next card I got was the message from the universe that said, time is of the essence. The clock is ticking.
Wow.
So I'm getting that, you have these talents. You got to use them. The clock is always ticking. But also to balance yourself, because of course, you don't want to overdo one thing in search of another. But yeah, beautiful. I love it.
But this kind of goes along with it. I got the pumpkin, uncaging the spirit within thou.
Ooh,
Ooh. Uncaging the spirit within thou, the fertile power you hold. To taste your buttery velvet upon tongue is a gift I shall cherish each day that comes. So
Ooh, that is.
using your gifts.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
And it says that you're a very strong woman. You're actually telling the snake where to go.
Wow.
And,
That is.
You tell that snake, girl.
where to go. And that you're searching for something, but you've got a lot of wealth coming your way. So that's a good thing.
It is a good thing. Wow.
Yes, Jan Spree,
They're
there
cute.
are. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you
Go
were
ahead.
still reading. No, go.
I was going to say they're cute cards, but I can't see them this way hardly. Sorry. And we
Yeah, true. It is true. Yeah.
It's a little hard. Can I do the screen thing? Move it over to one person or whatever that is.
You can.
Card.
So the person talking gets to have that. Yep, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
You're
going to
not-
be bigger. Yes, do that.
See the card in a bit?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, we'll try doing that when you're reading. We'll put
Yeah.
whoever's there.
Fine. Yep.
Okay. That's cool.
Okay, and you were talking about
Oh, something Jan Spree said. Are there Christmas tarot cards or Thanksgiving tarot cards too? Yes, absolutely.
I'm sure there are. We just haven't
I
found
haven't
them
seen
yet.
Thanksgiving, but I've certainly seen many Christmas ones.
Yeah. I think there's some maybe Valentine one, although that's just love. But yeah,
Yeah.
The Halloween seems to be the bigger holiday, I think, because it's associated with the
And they do have you've got some the Christmas
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, you do? Oh, fun.
And I got Alice in Wonderland ones. So.
Right. I love
But
it.
the Alice in Wonderland is very much like a regular tarot deck.
Okay.
Whereas this one's more like
Wiki, I love your eagle.
yeah.
I know it.
Beautiful. It's raptor
Wiki
season.
Vicky. Wiki Vicky. That's who we got.
If I can get these to spread out, I'll just draw one.
Right.
But they're new,
Oh.
so it's going to take a while.
Hi, Kelly. Hope you're feeling better, love.
Oh,
We're all
hi,
sending
Kelly.
you healing light.
We did that on the show with Jean as well. We sent you and Mark some love and light, and I hope you're feeling better too. Awesome.
Oh, I will need to put this for G. Covington. Snakes are transformation, shedding their skin, symbolism for us shedding our outdated beliefs.
And
Thank
actually,
you for that.
yes. And this was, whose card was this?
Which one?
The one
For
we're
Wiki?
about to read.
The one we're about to read. That
Mhm.
is Wiki.
Wiki is the one we're reading.
Yeah, if you've got yours, go right ahead. Can you
Okay.
get the
Look
larger-
at this. I got Dawn. I got the beautiful owl in flight, and the card says the light after the darkness.
It won't do her.
It won't.
I'm gonna do you. There, no.
Click on mine.
Click on yours.
Mm-hmm. See
Okay.
if it works. No. Okay.
No, that just wants
Anyway.
to do-
I got big
Okay.
cards.
Yeah, at least you can get yours up to the camera.
Yep. The light after the darkness. So yes, there always comes light after darkness. Absolutely. And here's what your message from the universe is. There's places I can't go to anymore because all of the good memories I have are there with you. So it could be, yeah, it could be. And have that happened to you before where you just can't go to a place that you used to share with somebody else because it's just not the same. It's not the same way you feel. So
absolutely. Yeah. When my husband died, I couldn't go back to the ranch.
Oh, I bet you couldn't.
So I had to. We built it together. I just couldn't be there. It was awful.
Understand. No, I understand.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
Well, you can go ahead and put us larger so you can see the card. The card is responsibility, and they're holding a scale, but they've got the man in here with nothing but him, and the female is hanging on here with a whole bunch of stuff. Make sure that that's not you, especially if you're just getting over something. They should have the responsibility of all this other stuff, not you. You need to rest. Okay?
There you go.
I got rooted. May you never tear the living ritual that is magic, merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful. So my husband just was outside and he brings me in this, and it's all he put in a whole bunch of lavender that's out there. So even though it's not my birthday, I just found this bag.
That's sweet.
That was sweet, though.
It is sweet. I don't see him very often, so it's nice that he's a sweetheart.
But he's there right now.
He is there. Yeah, he's here
for a while. I hope
he's going to be here till Monday night at 6, and then I'm going up there later in the week to pick up my dogs because they're getting groomed. Yeah.
Right.
And I got to tell you guys, these cards are brand new to me. I've never used them. So it's interesting what I'm finding on them.
I love that you are, though. You're open to and I don't ever use these, and these I've only used a couple times. So I understand. It's just trusting your gut, right? Trusting your intuition. Yeah.
And so we are doing who?
It says Lisa Rhodes.
Lisa Rhodes.
Sure.
So this is interesting because, I think is it the first or the second is the Day of the Dead celebration for the Latino community. And you got the Lady of the Dead, which is acceptance and equality. Look at how beautiful she is. I mean, I know she looks like crazy with her face.
Well, we love Day of the Dead.
Yeah, Day of the Dead is really cool. And she's saying you're very loving and accepting of others. And it says, I understand our connection. I'm just not ready to accept it. So maybe there's something in your life that's, or someone in your life that is starting to feel connected to you. But I don't know. I think that's an interesting message. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
And I got the same card. And you need to stay grounded. I think that's the message of the day. Staying grounded. May you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul.
And I got the growth card. And what's funny is he's growing by eating, but he's eating the book. So you're getting a lot more intelligent in them.
I love
kind of bland tasting, but yeah.
Yeah, kind of, but he's in there with two forks, one here and one tearing the page.
Devouring. Wow.
That's cool.
It's like the little boy I saw. He had a book in front of him. He's in China, and he just scoops the book like this, and then he goes like this. And then he turns the page. Yeah, isn't that amazing?
I wish I could do that.
Me too.
All those books by my bed would be absorbed, right?
Exactly. That would be great.
All the books that we want to read before we die, and there they are.
Yes,
and there they
we
sit.
keep getting.
When we retire. Yep.
And I keep buying more books and I haven't finished reading.
Oh no, you're not alone, girl.
You
You're
get
not
so
alone.
far in it, and then I got to read this one here. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about
your
20 years
guides pick and choose what it is you have to read first. You know, it's just the way it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
About 20 years ago, I got rid of all my books. When Kindle came out, I finally
Yes.
bit the bullet and got rid of all my books
Was
and
that-
all my bookcases. And now I need them again.
You know, there's just some books I have to read holding.
Holding it.
Yeah,
It's
I have to.
it's not the same.
It's not.
No,
as
it's the
satisfying.
experience. Yeah.
And I use so many of my books as reference books. Too.
Sure.
and
And that's
actually,
because we're Crones.
Yeah.
reading the book is easier on my eyes than trying to
Yeah.
read the machine.
Sure.
Wow.
Makes sense. All right. All right, Lorraine. So let's pull one of
Okay,
these.
Lorraine Morris. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm looking to see if I've forgotten anything.
Do you remember that when we used to get our candies and things, your parents would go through and pick out what they wanted first before you got the rest of it?
Mine were pretty good. My mother liked some chocolate bars, but that was about it. But my parents had me at 35, which isn't really old in today's standards, but
Now,
then
but
it was.
then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My mother would always have people tell her your granddaughter is so cute because she had gray hair. And she'd like, thank you, but it's my daughter.
And then I had a stepchild who was very sensitive to sugar.
Oh,
So
okay.
he could only have like one candy or sweet a day and stay
Oh,
out of
dear.
trouble. If he had two, he was in trouble, and he actually grew to realize that. So
Yeah.
he would regulate himself, but it got to be where, okay, here's all your candy. I'll hold on to it. When you're ready for one for the day, you can have it.
Wow.
Must have
a fourth
lasted for the
grader.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Must have, oh my God.
We didn't eat it. We just kept it for him. But
Yeah. So the card I pulled for Halloween was the Skull of Flowers, which is creating through the ashes.
Wow.
So something may have burned down, you know, but you are able to bring it back up because, as you know, when something comes down, it leaves room for the new to come in and grow,
Mhm.
right? And that you are a snowflake, unique, very thoughtful, and very fragile and sensitive. And look at this, the turtle. Slow moving, it might take a while, but you're making progress. Don't let anybody rush you ever.
Exactly. You're exactly where you belong at that moment.
That's right.
Well,
right.
speaking of ash, a sacred devotion, a worship, skin deep, rising from the ash, the waters you keep.
Oh my goodness. There we go.
Speaking of ash, rising from the ashes, whatever it is, let it go and bring in the new.
That's right.
And this poor lady is having trouble sleeping, and I think she's at her wit's end because she's picturing the fence for the sheep, but they're all in bed with her.
Time for a clearing.
Time for clearing. Time for
sure.
clearing.
Yeah, I think you got that one right.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's
Okay.
amazing.
Where did we go? There we go. Did we just do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Jan's freeze next.
Hey, Jan's free.
Cute puppy doodle.
I know.
Look at that face. Happy puppy. Ooh, beautiful. I'm ready.
Okay.
The underworld, hand over your known. A shift is near. Take a leap. Your journey is clear. Woohoo!
Yep. I got the same thing. I did. I got the death card, which is in this case, an eternal cycle begins. And so something is making its way out so that it's the same thing when you see the Tower card, but it's don't worry about it being real death. Yeah. It's just the death of something. but it might bring more money in the piggy bank. How about that? And you'll finally have the puzzle piece that you need to figure out the rest of what you need to do. So sometimes we're waiting on that one puzzle piece. And sometimes I really do think the universe just doesn't give us one in that box.
And both of those were talking about how everything goes in circles and keeps going and going
Yeah.
and going. And yet, I'm sure it's the same thing for the Lover card. Love just keeps coming and coming and coming.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is lovely.
It is. Very nice.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Let's give Warrior Girl a card. Thank you, Warrior Girl.
Yeah.
And Janita, you're next. If I missed anybody, please let us know big and loud in the chat room, because Janita's the last one I've got.
Okay.
I'm sure White Dragon needs a card.
Yeah, I'm going to check some other things here.
Let's see.
Throw some more facts out that we don't need.
Oh, good.
Are we doing Warrior Girl?
Facts.
Are we doing Warrior Girl right now?
Yeah, we're doing Warrior Girl.
Okay. All right. Look at this. Underneath the skin is the skeleton, and yours is one of strength. Wow. So what lies underneath in this Halloween card is very valuable. And as you know, people put skeletons and things out on the front lawn. You know, it's funny, but this certifies its strength that you're getting. Wow. I don't know if you're dealing with some negative people or environment where you work or where you live or whatever. Don't let them suck the energy out of you. You know, people can be vampires, and you have to really alleviate that energy to make you fluid and being able to flow in the moment. So.
Wow. And my cards talk about a miser, so it may be that one of those people that you don't want to get caught up with is following through with the lack of money and things like that. So that one goes with it.
Well, I pulled this for Warrior Girl yesterday. It's the Wolf card again.
Wow.
Devour the ferocious calling within the howling of your spirit. Run wildly into the freedom of your knowing. Number 2, wake up call.
Yep.
And I don't know what percentage of, they said Americans spent nearly $500 million on costumes.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know how many of those are down here, because I know they spend a lot of money on their costumes. But then they said on their pets, that's what they spent in 2021.
Oh, yeah.
In 2022, it doubled.
Wow.
A lot more people are opting for pets instead of children. So the money is going to shift into the pet industry more than it would be into the children. But I just read yesterday also that Halloween for adults is becoming more and more and more celebrated. So there are people buying.
When I was reading about all over the world, it says that all over the world, like in China, it started. In Japan, it's big.
Well, even in Seoul, where they had the terrible accident.
Oh my goodness!
That was a Halloween party.
Yeah.
160 people or something were crushed. I want to just send a lot of love to those folks, and I'm sure those people that were killed are like, wait a minute, where am I? You know, I had to land on this to happen. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So if you're going to go out and do the disco ball, then you have to make sure you have room all around. You can't be
exactly.
That's true.
You can't close to disco ball.
If it says there's a limit to how many people you can have, make sure you don't overflow it.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Hi, Gertrude. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Glad
hi,
you're
Gertrude.
here. Thank you.
Oh, Wiki, your sister-in-law ordered a murder mystery night. Those are fun. Yeah, those
are fun.
Yeah. All right. So, Janita, I have the lamp, and it says remembrance. There's something that it's wanting you to remember and the light is on in the window. And then there's, you can see the jack-o'-lantern there, but you know that even on the hermit card, the lamp lights the way. So there's something being illuminated in your world. So the masks will be taken down. Interestingly enough, we got a mask here.
Wow.
Those hidden feelings will be available, and just make sure you ground yourself like a tree. Ground yourself. Don't, be down to earth, and you will be able to work with that. So
Lovely.
Oh, okay.
I got the romantic card for her.
Mm-hmm.
But what I get from it is that your whole life is a romance. That's how you live it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just thoroughly enjoy your romance.
Beautiful. I pulled the owl. Behold sight, O ancient ones, for there is magic in the darkest of places if one dares to open their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you love owls.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It is. Beautiful is right. So G. Covington wants to know the name of all our decks here. Okay. So this is the Halloween Oracle. That's the one I pull usually first, by Stacy DeMarco. I've also used the Unsent Messages Oracle deck so you can have messages from the other side. And then these crazy cards, which are so dead on right, are called the Golden Insights Oracle. Mm-hmm. And they are only found on Etsy. The rest of them can be found like on Amazon.
I buy so much on Etsy.
And these are the Visions of Life, and they're produced by Chakras Studio. Visions of Life.
Visions of Life. That's cool.
And this is the Seasons of the Witch, Samhain Oracle.
That's cool. I'm just thinking of the song Season of the Witch, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've got to pick up every stitch.
Donovan. I saw him in 1970 in Dallas,
Texas. Did you? Good girl. Yeah. I love it.
Oh, I loved him.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's see. White Dragon's next.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we can get for White Dragon. Another little information about Samhain in Ireland. In Dublin, they have a Samhain parade every year.
Ooh.
And Colcannon and barmbrack are the traditional foods. Do you know what colcannon is? It's cabbage and mashed potatoes mixed together. Or
I don't know. I don't know.
Not so much. Not so much. And barmbrack is sweet bread with dried fruits. And the barmbrack is used for fortune telling. Charms are added to the loaf, and your fortune for the next year depends on what charm you find.
That is really cool because that's random, right? Yeah,
that is random.
And they used to find your husbands on the Halloween evening. And like in Scotland, if you're an eligible woman, then you would put names on some hazelnuts and throw them in the fire. Mm-hmm. And the one that got burnt to a crisp, that was your husband for the next year. It's going to be your husband.
Not sure that works for me.
I'm
that's
not sure
like when you're dunking the witch.
Burns up. That's the one.
Yeah,
isn't that great? Yeah, dunking the witch to see if she's a witch or not. And if she is one, she won't die. But if she isn't, then she will. Like that's the greatest.
It's crazy. Crazy.
Gertrude wants to know if she can ask for a card, or is it too late? And also Esther Garza asked for a card. I'm just letting you guys know. Yeah.
Thank you, dear. I appreciate all the help.
Sure. No worries.
They were saying if the nut popped or broke, burst, that's a love that doesn't last. You don't want him.
Because he's a nut that burst.
Okay, who did you say needed cards? I can't.
Right under G. Covington asking about the cards, which would be at 3:45 p.m. There's Esther Garza. And Gertrude, go ahead and put yours in so that they can see it.
I found Gertrude.
Oh, you did? So if you found Gertrude, then either look up or down. Right above it, 2 above it is also
Okay,
Esther.
okay, great. Thank you, love.
Okay.
Here she is.
No
I
worries.
got her.
All right.
Okay, you guys are starred. These crone eyes, they have a bit of trouble seeing that far away.
No, it's all okay. It's perfect. Oh, Juno wants one too, she said, and it's down near the very end of what's there right now. Hi, Heather.
Juno.
Me too, she said.
Yes, got it.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So let's see.
How you doing?
Who are we reading? We're reading for White Dragon. Okay.
Yes. Somehow he disappeared. There we go.
White Dragon. I got 2.
All right, White Dragon. So you get the black cat. Fortune meets opportunity. Ooh-wee.
Nice.
Something's coming for you. Look at that. That cat is so cute. And there's one behind it with the big.
I love the
green
eyes.
I know. They're beautiful. On the books. I love that even more because the cat is sitting on the books of wisdom. So whatever it is that is coming to you has the ripple effect. You will be making an impact and being an influencer. It will spread whatever it is that you're going to be doing with this fortune, this opportunity that's presenting itself. And make sure that you sit like the Buddha. Be reflective, be positive, be understanding as the Buddha would be, in other words.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's cool. And that works with this because as long as you're working with Buddha and you're doing everything that needs to be done to be set up and everything that you're going to do with contentment. And this is a lady hugging the refrigerator.
Sounds like me.
Content.
White Dragon, I got candle magic. Speak your breath into its velvet. Recite along its spine all that you desire, all that which will unravel. All that which will unravel. Candle magic.
Beautiful.
Speaking your truth.
Mm-hmm.
That also will help you remain content.
Yeah.
Very much so. Well, there's LR72. All right.
Another little Halloween nugget. Guatemala observes the Day of the Dead as a giant kite festival. To honor their dead, they build giant, brightly colored kites from local natural materials and fly them in the cemeteries. And this ancient Mayan custom goes back 3,000 years.
Isn't that cool?
Isn't
Wow.
that cool?
I love that. I love knowing all that stuff. Oh. Okay, so I get the hearth for you, LR. And it is happiness in our hearts and homes. So it looks to me like you are content where you live and what you do and so on and so forth. But ladies, dun, da, da, da,
Here it comes the disco ball. Yay!
Oh my God, the disco ball comes up, which means have some fun. Make sure that, I know you like being at home, but go out also and have some fun. Dance around at home. I don't know. In front of the fire.
I love it. I love it. We were hoping that disco ball would come out today. Okay, I got the healer. Listen as the medicine bleeds through her teeth, a river of mercy blessed by Mother, seen only by those who hold her mirror. These are great in there, but
these are beautiful cards you have there. Yeah.
And this says that you're going to be nice and healthy and wealthy.
Healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Exactly.
All right.
Very nice to have
healthy and wise.
We love that.
Awesome. Yeah. Dance free, you're right. We don't dance and sing as much as we should. It really raises your vibration. It really does. Yeah.
It does. My guides told me to quit listening to music with words and go outside and dance.
There you go.
Because the music with words make too much difference in your brain.
When I was first married to my husband, he's crazy like I am. And we would be in Walmart and they actually wouldn't even have music on. And he would just start dancing with me down the aisle. You know, he'd put his arm around me. We'd be dancing, and people would be looking at us, and we just had so much
isn't
fun.
it wonderful?
We didn't care what anybody thought.
Yeah.
I need more of that now. Yeah.
Yeah, we do need more dancing.
Yeah.
Gertrude, that's a lovely photo you put up.
Yes, it is. Yeah. You do it with the dogs. You do the dancing with the dogs. That's a great thing to do too, Gertrude.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Do you like to dance with mummies? Our dog is laying right here.
Well, mine's here too. And then the minute we say goodbye, she'll be jumping down and coming over to me and crying because she wants to see me. So, yeah.
They just want to be with us. They don't
I
care
know.
where it is.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to be with us. Ours is a 65-pound lap dog.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
I think she's a lap dog.
Think she's a lap dog.
Mm-hmm.
She tries. She's a Louisiana hog dog, Catahoula, leopard dog.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've not heard of that before. I remember you telling me that.
My older sister raised him in Mississippi.
Oh,
They're for hunting hogs, and mainly people that hunt hogs eat the hogs. But in Texas, they were so bad, they're considered vermin, and they've got.
Oh, they are the javelinas. Yeah. Oh,
they
those
tear
things.
up things so bad. We used to have them come through our ranch every so often, and I'd have to drive the pickup truck out and flatten everything down from where they went through. And in a night,
Yeah.
They just tear everything.
Yeah, they're awful.
They got a problem for sure. Yeah. Okay, so Gertrude, I get here the sacredness of pausing in the wintertime for you. Look at that. So the universe is recognizing you that what you're doing, but the winter is coming, and it says make sure you also pause and reflect upon those things that are gone, or are covered up until spring. And sometimes it's just nice to be sequestered to do that. And it says to let the handcuffs come off. Don't feel powerless or being held back. You are not. Don't worry, and do what you can do with any limitations that you might have.
And those go right along with this one, which is talking about ambitions. But they can end up being a cage for you if you don't take your time off. So it goes along with those, is you do need to have some time to yourself.
Yep.
Along with silence.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sweet embrace in the nothingness stillness brings, a presence of self fully embodied. So, in other words, Ladybug,
Pause.
Pause. It's time to pause.
It's time to
reflect.
Yeah.
I love that. All three cards.
All three of them. Yep.
Brilliant.
I think they're trying to tell you something.
I do.
There you go.
And next is Miss Esther.
Okay, Esther.
Oh, that's a beautiful picture, Esther.
Yeah.
I know.
Flame.
Here's the violet flame. Yeah.
Wow. That's gorgeous.
Ooh. So I have the Barmbrack, Barmbrack, which is sweetness and synergy. And look at the picture. It's very harvesting.
Isn't that what I just read about Barmbrack?
Oh,
Isn't that bizarre? Yes, I just read that.
that's the one with the they put
the charms inside the
charms
book.
in it. Yeah. Wow.
And your fortune for the next year depends on which charm you find in your piece of Barmbrack. Interesting.
So look for the clues. There you go.
Wow.
Especially now we know what this means.
Wow.
Look for
I
the
had no
clues,
idea what
Esther.
Barmbrack
They might be buried in something. They might be buried in something.
might be buried. Wow.
But it looks like you, your wholeness and completion is coming, or you might be traveling. I don't know if you're traveling or not, but if you do, it looks like it's good for that. Yeah. Wow. That is cool that you mentioned that, because both of us, we all wouldn't have known what that was. I didn't know what it was.
I never heard of it.
I know.
So cool.
I know.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I have a card for action, which you plan on doing. And I'm not too sure about this action because you're working out crazy like crazy, but you're reaching out for the cupcake over here, just waiting for you while you're on your exercise
Stationary bike.
Yeah, you're not getting any closer to it.
That's
But I
funny.
suppose that might be motivation. But yes, they want
There's
you
the
to go
bomb
ahead and take action in what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Okay, I got the frog. May the lily beneath your breast allow you to drink from its healing waters. Be still, for there is serenity behind the drowning croaks.
Oh, that's funny. I love that.
This deck has some strange cards.
That one's one of the strangest.
The frog's strange.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that resonates with you.
Absolutely. You know, it's funny. We so many times second guess what we are pulling, but usually for the universe gives the message that's meant to be given.
Yeah.
Even if we don't understand.
Even if we don't understand it, you will. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so. I mean, that picture kind of reminds me of me and my diet, and I'm going, okay, if I lose to this weight, then I can have a blizzard.
Right.
I don't think I'm ever going to get that blizzard.
You're not alone, girl. I've had the surgery.
Esther
in the past.
says I need to start moving. You had
There you go. There you go, Esther.
Yeah.
Oh, so Juno also got the sacredness of pausing. Isn't Juno the one that's next? Yeah. Okay. You got the winter coming up and also the sacredness of pausing. And I know her friend is coming to live across the street from her. And I think that there will be some pausing to reflect and catch back up with everything that they, that they have missed over the years.
Sense.
Yeah. It says here that, if you have any blocks or barriers, remember, you hold the key to the lock. And some things are just double-edged swords. You can't really do anything about them. Call out injustice, but remember that you're not the only one that has the double-edged sword sometimes.
Right.
Yeah. And I have a card called restrictions. Remember, it's not just you that has restrictions. They have to be divided.
Right.
Okay. That it shouldn't all be on you. Okay.
I got the spider. What a wild web we weave, dear child. A delicious mystery, untamed.
Oh,
That's
my.
great spider.
Well, she just mentioned that, when she's on her show, she only shows her paws. Right?
Yeah, like that skeleton arms.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the last card we have.
All right.
We're a little over an hour.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not. It's so much fun.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ladies. I really enjoyed
it.
Good. What do I have coming up?
What's your next?
Well, let's see. Tomorrow I'm on Circle of Friends. Kelly's not on because she doesn't feel well, which is fine, but Angela is coming on, or I'll be by myself. I don't know. Tuesday, I will be on with Susan Lynn and Kim on her channel, Medium Kim on their channel. We have a little bit of fun time. Yeah. And of course, my regular shows for the week, Thursday.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even know what our shows are this week. I know we had a show Tuesday, but I don't remember the subject.
Colors.
Oh, that's right. The
Psychology
Psychology of Colors is on Tuesday.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
And then we have Heather from Indigo Jaguar. On Friday, we're going to talk. I think it's Friday. It's either Friday or Sunday. We're going to talk about talismans, our own talismans. So that's going to be fun. And
wonderful.
Don't know about Saturday yet.
I have no idea on Saturday.
I want to send you, Heather, some love and energy, and I hope you're feeling better soon, too. You're welcome.
So everybody in the chat, thanks for joining us. We
Thank you so
always
much.
appreciate your love and light, and we're surrounding all of you in love and light. Remember, go out there and speak your truth and shine your lights, because you guys have lots of love and light to share, and we appreciate it. So,
and I especially appreciate all the energy you guys send to me. Thank you very, very much.
We very much appreciate it. So you guys have a great week, and we'll see you on Tuesday or whenever you can. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, ladies.